What's up, YouTube? Dominick Goat Arena here with another YouTube review. This time we are looking at the budget-friendly PA monitor. This is from Alto Professional. Come down here by the logo. This is part of their Truesonic Series. This is the TS-110 PA. What it is it's a 110. It's a 10-inch woofer, and it's got the I want to say that's a 1.35-inch compression tweeter, torn loaded. Now let me go over some features on it. The reason why I wanted to do a review on it is because I have been a longtime fan of Yamaha PA equipment, especially their high-end stuff. It can't be beat. But I have used some budget PAs in the past. I recently just got rid of my custom the PA50 with the matching floor monitor. Garbage. Total garbage. Got rid of it. So disappointed with it. I've messed around with Behringer. I had the Euro Live series, the 208s, the 210s, and the 212s. And this is very comparable to you Behringer fans out there. But I think this is a step up, and I'll tell you why. First off, let's look at the enclosure. As you can see, it's got a full metal grill on front, which Behringer does have the horn portion of their cabinets exposed. This is full metal grill. It's got the plastic enclosure, just like the Behringer. What's cool about this enclosure is, first off, the top of it does have these pockets right here. That's so you could stack another one on top of it, because the bottom has, let's see if you can see it here, the bottom does have rubber feet, so you can't set these on the floor. They're not going to vibrate around. And then this is your pole pocket. Standard stand mount fits on it. Another thing that they do give you on this model is, if you look at the top, these two portions here are threaded because these monitors are flyable. So if you're a bar owner or something like that and you want to permanently mount these from the ceiling, these do have the setup to be flyable. Also too, if you look at it, you can see how the cabinet is wedged right there. You can lay this on its side. This is flat, and it's got these little plastic style feet. So then this also could be used as a floor monitor too. It's got that wedge shape to kick it up at you. Here's the recessed handle. It's not sticking out, it's kind of actually flush in, and it's rubberized on the inside right here. So this thing's extremely light too. I want to say it's about 25 pounds. I could pick it up with one hand, no problem. Now if you look at it, I still have the sticker on it. I just picked this up yesterday, put about 2 hours on it. It says right here on this sticker that it's 600 watts. Don't let that fool you. That is peak power. After doing some research on it, it is 600 watts peak. RMS is 300 on the driver and 65 on the tweeter. Now that is an increase over the 10-inch Behringer. If you read the specs on the Behringer and their 10-inch cab, it's 200 watts and 20. So this does have a power increase over the Behringer. And let me show you the back. Flip it around here. This kind of drew me to it right here. It's a Class D amplifier. Get you in here on the inputs. I love the inputs. It's got this universal like snap-on style. This will take XLR and 1/4 inch, either or on both inputs. Where on your Behringer you have one of each. You have your XLR and a 1/4 inch. So it's a little bit more universal. You got separate volume controls for both channels. And then you have this contour switch and this ground lift switch. This right here is your mix out. If you want to run two cabinets, you can connect it to another cabinet. Your clip right here, if you're clipping the amp, this will flash at you. Two power indicator lights, two LED power indicators. When you turn it on down here, this light comes on green, but it also has, and I'll show you on the front, it has a blue LED in the front of the amp, on the front of the speaker. that is illuminated while it's on. That's cool too, because you could just turn around and look at your PA, look at your enclosures here, and see if you have it on or if you accidentally flipped it off or whatever. JBL does that with theirs too. Now there is no adjustable EQ. That's one flaw on it, but this contour switch does help. When this is engaged, when this is pushed in, it's flush. There it is out. What that does is it knocks your mids about 6 decibels down. So I didn't like it for vocals, but when piping music to it, it did give it that that jazz EQ that you kind of find on iPods and stuff. It has that kind of feel to it when it's on. This ground lift switch here, what this does is, this is kind of cool. I haven't had to use it, but what it does is, if you remember back in the day, if you played on some old Fender tube amps or something like that, and you walked up to the microphone and it kind of electrocuted you a little bit, or if you were playing your guitar and your guitar was buzzing, and as soon as you put your hands on the strings, the buzzing stopped. What that was a result of was you, the musician, was actually the ground. You were grounding out. This will eliminate that if it does happen. Or if you develop a hum in the speaker, it eliminates that too. Haven't had to turn it on or off or anything. It's been pretty good. Fan assisted, I love this. I have DJ'd in the past with the Behringers, and if I did a big night, like if I was working from 9 at night till 2 o'clock in the morning, and these things were pumping music for 5-6 hours straight, the Behringers got hot to the touch right here on this Class D plate, and it wouldn't burn your hand or nothing, but it was hot to the touch. And what would happen was all that heat that built up inside the enclosure would fatigue the speaker, causing your sound quality to dip down about 10-15%. So when I saw this fan on the Alto and it ventilated up here, I was really impressed with that. I was like, oh, that is sweet. Another thing too that is cool about this enclosure is down here on the pole pocket with the pole inserts for the stand, there is a lock for it right here. This little knob here allows you to tighten it to the pole so that the enclosure doesn't spin. I've never had that feature on any of my cabs. I never had a problem with them spinning around on their own, but if you are plugged directly into it and you happen to tug your cord a little bit, this will very easily spin on the pole, causing your speaker to fire in a different direction than you originally planned. So being able to lock it down is just cool to have. It's awesome. Now, as far as sound quality goes, it is not the best. It blows away all the custom stuff I've used, PowerWorks, Genesis speakers. To me, those are garbage. I just returned my custom stuff. The reason why I bought this particular one was for singer-songwriter stuff. I do some acoustic shows, kind of weekend gigger, and I wanted something light, had the power to just plug my mic in here and my guitar in here. And this does that exceptionally well, very transparent. It doesn't hold a candle to some of the higher end JBLs or the Yamahas, but if you're a Behringer fan, the Euro Live series, the 208s, the 210s, the 212s, this actually is just as good as or even better than those Behringers at the same exact price. I picked this up for $199. That was the sale price. These normally go for about $250 for the 10-inch, and then they go up from there for the 12 and 15. They don't make it in an 8. Behringer does, but to me the 8 was just a little underpowered. And you're getting some better features, I'm thinking, on this. Now, I've only put 2 hours on it, give or take, direct in. Feedback was very good. It didn't feedback until I hit about 90% on the mic. My acoustic guitar didn't feedback at all. And so I was happy with that. Didn't have to mess with the ground switching. I did mess with the contour a little bit just to try it out, and I didn't like it on vocals. I did like it when I piped music into it directly from my laptop. Excuse me. But overall, I could get this up to about here on the mic with no feedback. If I start tweaking it a little bit, it would start to squeal. I had to move away from the cabinet. So this was great little amp to have just for you singer-songwriter guys. As far as DJing, I would probably step up to the 12 or the 15 just so you could get a better bass response out of it. These 10s do have a good punch, but if you're going to DJ like a lot of club music, like stuff I was doing back in the day, you may want to run a sub with this, a powered sub. Otherwise, the 12s and the 15s, they actually hold their own, man, without a sub. They'll be able to rock the joint. I'll show you back to the front. Show you that handle one more time. Right there, very light. It's recessed, so you can lay it on its side. It's not like going to bump up on you. But there's the front again, and you can't really see it, but the LED is right here, right in there, and it's a bright little blue. I mean, definitely let you know it's on. I thought that was cool to have a power indicator on the front. This is just a sticker. I just haven't peeled it off yet. That just peels right off. There's the logo again. I do like the fact it's got the full grill, which my Behringers did not. Behringers just grilled over the woofer. And that's about it. I don't do sound test. If you watch some of my other videos, you'll notice I don't do sound test because you're not actually hearing sound coming from this speaker. You're hearing a recorded version of sound coming from this speaker and then replayed through your speakers. So if you want to hear it, go to Guitar Center. They're on sale right now for $199. Normal price, I believe, is $249 per cab. And give it a shot for you Behringer fans. I am sold on this Alto system right now. I'm probably going to pick up another one. Questions, comments, leave them below in the comment section. And hopefully I steer you guys in the right direction and you guys like them as much as I do. Peace out.